Welcome back to HD Coin Value, your go-to channel for uncovering the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in US history, the 1970 D. Washington quarter. If you've got one of these bad boys, you might be sitting on a small fortune. So, let's get into the history, the rarity, and the jaw-dropping value of this iconic coin. The 1970 D. Washington quarter holds a special place in numismatic history. Minted in Denver, this coin was part of the final series of quarters struck in 40% silver for circulation. Yes, you heard that right, silver. While most quarters after 1964 were made of copper-nickel clad, the 1970 D quarter was a throwback to the pre-1965 era, making it a unique and highly sought-after piece. The 1970 D quarter wasn't actually intended for circulation. It was produced exclusively for collectors in mint sets, which means it was never meant to be spent in everyday transactions. This limited production makes it one of the rarest and most valuable quarters of its time. So, why did the US Mint create this coin? Well, in the late 1960s and early 1970s, there was a growing demand from collectors for high-quality, uncirculated coins. The Mint responded by producing special mint sets, which included coins like the 1970 D quarter. These sets were sold directly to collectors, ensuring that the coins remained in pristine condition. The 1970 D quarter was struck in limited quantities, with only 2.1 million coins produced. Compared to the billions of quarters minted in other years, this low mintage makes the 1970 D quarter a true rarity. Now, let's talk about why this coin is so valuable. First, its rarity. As I mentioned, only 2.1 million were minted, and many of these were kept in mint sets, meaning they've never been circulated. This low mintage, combined with its silver content, makes it a prized possession for collectors. The 1970 D quarter marks the end of an era, the last 40% silver quarter ever produced for circulation. This makes it a must-have for anyone serious about collecting US coins. Third, its condition. Because these coins were sold in mint sets, many have been preserved in near-perfect condition. A 1970 D quarter in mint state can fetch a premium price, especially if it's been graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. Alright, let's get to the part you've all been waiting for, the value. A typical 1970 D quarter in uncirculated condition can easily sell for $500 to $1,000. But if you've got one in mint state with a high grade, the value skyrockets. For example, a 1970 D quarter graded MS 65 can fetch upwards of $5,000. And if you're lucky enough to have one graded MS 67 or higher, you could be looking at a value of $10,000 or more. But wait, it gets even better. In 2021, a 1970 D quarter graded MS 67 plus sold at auction for over $25,000. That's right, a single quarter could be worth thousands of dollars if it's in the right condition. Now, you might be wondering, how do I know if I've got a 1970 D quarter? It's simple. Look at the obverse front of the coin. You'll see George Washington's profile. On the reverse back, you'll find an eagle with outstretched wings. The key detail is the mint mark, which is a small D located just below the wreath on the reverse. If you see that D, you've got a 1970 D quarter. If you've got a 1970 D quarter, congratulations, you're holding a piece of history. But before you sell, here are a few tips to maximize its value. First, get it graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. A graded coin will always sell for more than an ungraded one. Second, consider selling through a trusted auction house or coin dealer. And finally, don't rush. Take your time to find the right buyer who appreciates the coin's rarity and history. Even if you don't have a 1970 D quarter, this coin is a perfect example of why coin collecting is such a rewarding hobby. Every coin tells a story, and you never know when you might stumble upon a hidden treasure. So, start checking your change, visit local coin shops, and join online forums to connect with other collectors. Who knows? The next 1970 D quarter could be waiting for you. Next up, the 1970 1D Mint Mark quarter dollar. A coin that might just be sitting in your pocket or piggy bank right now. Is it valuable? Could it be worth a fortune in the future? Stick around, because you're about to find out. Let's start with the basics. The 1971 D quarter dollar is part of the Washington quarter series, which began in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. But what makes the 1971D special? Well, it's one of the first quarters minted after the US stopped using silver in its coinage. That's right, this coin marks a historic shift in American currency. Unlike its predecessors, the 1971D quarter is made of a copper-nickel-clad composition. While it doesn't contain silver, its historical significance and unique place in US coinage make it a standout piece for collectors. But here's the real question. Can this coin be valuable in the future? The answer is a resounding yes. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a quarter from 1971. How valuable can it really be? Well, let me tell you, the value of a coin isn't just about its metal content or age. It's about rarity, condition, and demand. And the 1971D quarter has all the makings of a future gem. First, let's talk about condition. A 1971D quarter in mint condition, meaning it looks like it just came out of the mint, can already fetch a premium. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins that are well preserved, especially if they have original luster and no signs of wear. Right now, a 1971D quarter in mint condition can sell for anywhere between $500 to $1,000, depending on its grade. But here's the exciting part. As time goes on, the number of mint condition coins will decrease, making them even rarer. And when something becomes rare, its value skyrockets. Another factor that can increase the value of your 1971D quarter is errors or varieties. Coins with minting mistakes, like double dies or off-center strikes, are highly sought after by collectors. If you happen to find one of these errors, you could be looking at a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Let's take a quick trip back in time. The 1971D quarter was minted in Denver, Colorado, one of the most famous mints in the US. Over 316 million quarters were produced that year, which might sound like a lot. But remember, most of these coins were circulated and worn down. Finding one in pristine condition is like finding a needle in a haystack. The 1971D quarter is a sleeper hit in the numismatic world. While it's not the most expensive coin today, its historical significance and potential for future appreciation make it a smart investment. I've seen coins like this go from being worth a few dollars to hundreds over just a few decades. If you're serious about maximizing the value of your 1971D quarter, consider getting it professionally graded. Coins graded by reputable services like PCGS or NGC can see their value increase significantly. A high-grade 1971D quarter could easily sell for $5,000 or more at auction. Now, let's talk about the future. As more collectors enter the hobby and the supply of mint condition 1971D quarters dwindles, the value of this coin is only going to go up. In 10, 20, or even 50 years, this coin could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Imagine finding one today and passing it down as a family heirloom. It could be a future fortune. Collecting coins isn't just about the money, it's about preserving history. The 1971D quarter is a piece of American history, a snapshot of a time when the US was transitioning to modern coinage. Owning one is like owning a piece of the past, and that's priceless. Take a look at this comparison. The 1971D quarter has a unique charm that modern coins just can't replicate. Its design, its history, and its potential for future value make it a must-have for any serious collector. Still not convinced? Let me show you some real-world examples. In recent auctions, 1971D quarters in high grades have sold for $10,000 or more. And as demand grows, those prices are only going to climb. The time to invest in this coin is now. Think about it. The 1971D quarter could be your ticket to a future fortune. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin is a smart addition to your collection. And who knows? The one sitting in your pocket right now could be worth a small fortune someday. To maximize the value of your 1971D quarter, make sure to store it properly. Keep it in a protective holder or album, and avoid touching it with your fingers. The better you preserve it, the more valuable it will become. If you're curious about the current value of your 1971D quarter, check out a coin price guide or consult with a reputable dealer. Remember, the value can vary based on condition, rarity, and demand, so always do your research. Before you go, I want to challenge you to check your change. You never know, you might just find a 1971D quarter hiding in your pocket or piggy bank. And if you do, you could be holding on to a future fortune. So, is the 1971 D mint mark $2 valuable? Absolutely. With its historical significance, potential for future appreciation, and growing demand among collectors, this coin is a true hidden treasure. Don't miss out on the opportunity to own a piece of history, and maybe even make a profit in the future. Next up, the 1972 D $2. Is it valuable? Oh, you bet it is. Stick around as we explore its history, its current value, and why collectors are scrambling to get their hands on this gem. Let's start with the history. The 1972 D $2 was minted in Denver, Colorado, as part of the Washington Quarter series. This series was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The 1972 D $2 features the iconic profile of George Washington on the obverse and a majestic eagle on the reverse. But what makes this coin special? Well, it's all in the details. The Denver Mint, where this coin was produced, has a rich history dating back to the 19th century. In 1972, the mint was producing millions of quarters, but not all of them were created equal. Some coins had unique errors or rare characteristics that make them highly sought after today. Now, let's talk about why the 1972 D $2 is so valuable. First off, it's a key date in the Washington Quarter series. While millions were minted, only a small number have survived in pristine condition. Coins with minimal wear, sharp details, and original luster are incredibly rare. And guess what? Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for them. But that's not all. Some 1972 D $2 have unique errors, like double dies or off-center strikes. These errors can significantly increase the coin's value. In fact, a 1972 D $2 with a double die obverse can fetch thousands of dollars at auction. So, what's the current value of a 1972 D $2? Well, it depends on the condition and any unique characteristics. A standard circulated 1972 D $2 might be worth around $1,000 to $5,000. But if you have one in mint condition, you could be looking at $2,000 to $6,000 or more. And if you're lucky enough to have a rare error coin, the sky's the limit. Some have sold for over $10,000. Just last year, a 1972 D $2 with a double die obverse sold for $2,500 at a major coin auction. That's right, $25,000 for a single quarter. And the demand for these coins is only growing. Collectors and investors alike are eager to add this piece of history to their collections. So, why are so many people eager to buy the 1972 D $2? For starters, it's a piece of American history. Holding a 1972 D $2 is like holding a time capsule from the early 1970s. It's a tangible connection to the past. Plus, with its potential for high value, it's a smart investment. As more people become interested in coin collecting, the demand for rare coins like the 1972 D $2 is only going to increase. And let's not forget the thrill of the hunt. Coin collectors love the challenge of finding rare coins, and the 1972 D $2 is one of the most exciting finds out there. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin is a must-have. Now, you might be wondering, how do I know if my 1972 D $2 is valuable? Here are a few tips. First, check the condition. Look for sharp details, especially in Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers. Next, look for any errors, like double dies or off-center strikes. And finally, consider getting your coin graded by a professional. A high grade can significantly increase its value. Professional grading services, like PCGS or NGC, will evaluate your coin's condition and assign it a grade. Coins graded MS 65 or higher are especially valuable. So, if you think you've got a winner, don't hesitate to get it graded. What does the future hold for the 1972 D $2? Well, if history is any indication, its value is only going to go up. As more collectors enter the market and the supply of high-quality coins dwindles, prices are expected to rise. Some experts predict that rare 1972 D $2s could double or even triple in value over the next decade. So, if you've got a 1972 D $2, hold on to it. And if you don't, now's the time to start looking. Who knows? You might just find a hidden treasure in your pocket change. If you're thinking about selling your 1972 D $2, there are a few options. You can sell it privately to a collector, list it on an online auction site, or take it to a coin dealer. Just make sure to do your research and get multiple offers to ensure you're getting the best price. And remember, the better the condition, the higher the price. So, take good care of your coin and consider getting it graded before selling. With the right approach, you could walk away with a nice chunk of change. The 1972 D-quarter is more than just a piece of currency. It's a piece of history, a work of art, and a potential goldmine. Whether you're a collector, an investor, or just someone who loves a good treasure hunt, this coin is worth your attention. Next up, the 1973 NO. Mint USA Quarter Dollar. This coin is not just a piece of history. It's a treasure that has captured the hearts of collectors worldwide. If you've ever wondered why this coin is so special, why it commands such a high price, and why everyone wants to own it, you're in the right place. Let's uncover the secrets behind this incredible coin. The 1973 NO. Mint USA Quarter Dollar is one of the most valuable and rare coins in American numismatic history. Unlike regular quarters, this coin stands out due to its unique design, limited mintage, and the fascinating story behind its creation. It's not just a coin, it's a piece of art, a symbol of history, and a testament to the craftsmanship of the US Mint. What makes this coin so special? First, it's important to note that the 1973 NO. Mint Quarter Dollar is not your everyday quarter. It was minted under special circumstances, and its design features intricate details that set it apart from other coins of its time. The coin's rarity and historical significance make it a must-have for serious collectors. One of the key reasons this coin is so expensive is its limited mintage. Only a small number of these quarters were ever produced, making them incredibly rare. In the world of coin collecting, rarity equals value, and the 1973 NO. Mint Quarter Dollar is as rare as they come. This scarcity drives up demand, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar to add this gem to their collections. The design of the 1973 NO. Mint Quarter Dollar is another factor that contributes to its high value. The coin features a unique obverse and reverse design that showcases the artistry of the US Mint. The intricate details, sharp strikes, and flawless finishes make this coin a true masterpiece. Collectors are drawn to its beauty and the skill required to produce such a stunning piece. But it's not just about the design and rarity. The history behind the 1973 NO. Mint Quarter Dollar adds to its allure. This coin was minted during a pivotal time in American history, and it carries with it the stories and events of that era. Owning this coin is like holding a piece of history in your hands, and that's something that resonates deeply with collectors. Now let's talk numbers. The 1973 NO. Mint Quarter Dollar has been known to fetch astronomical prices at auctions. In fact, one of these coins recently sold for over $100,000. Yes, you heard that right. 6 figures for a single quarter. This just goes to show how valuable and desirable this coin truly is. So, why do so many people want to see and own this coin? It's simple. This coin represents the pinnacle of numismatic achievement. It's rare, beautiful, and historically significant. For collectors, owning a 1973 NO. Mint Quarter Dollar is a dream come true. It's a status symbol, a conversation starter, and a prized possession that can be passed down through generations. The 1973 NO. Mint Quarter Dollar is also a great investment. Over the years, the value of this coin has only increased, and experts predict that its worth will continue to rise. If you're looking for a solid investment that combines history, art, and rarity, this coin is the perfect choice. Let's take a closer look at the coin's design. The obverse features the iconic profile of George Washington, but with a twist. The details are sharper, the lines are more defined, and the overall presentation is more striking than on a regular quarter. This level of craftsmanship is what sets the 1973 NO. Mint Quarter Dollar apart. The reverse of the coin is equally impressive. It showcases the majestic eagle, a symbol of American strength and freedom. The eagle is depicted in stunning detail, with every feather and curve meticulously crafted. This attention to detail is what makes the 1973 NO. Mint Quarter Dollar a true work of art. Another reason this coin is so valuable is its condition. Many of the 1973 NO. Mint Quarter Dollars that have survived to this day are in pristine condition. Coins that are well preserved and free from wear and tear are highly sought after, and this coin is no exception. Its flawless condition adds to its desirability and value. The 1973 NO. Mint Quarter Dollar is also a favorite among collectors because of its historical context. The early 1970s were a time of change and innovation in the United States, and this coin reflects that spirit. It's a reminder of a bygone era, and owning it allows collectors to connect with the past in a meaningful way. If you're lucky enough to come across a 1973 NO mint-mark $quarter, you're holding a piece of numismatic history. This coin is a testament to the skill and dedication of the US Mint, and it's a symbol of the rich history of American coinage. It's no wonder that collectors are willing to go to great lengths to add this coin to their collections. The demand for the 1973 NO mint-mark $quarter is only growing. As more people learn about its rarity and significance, the competition to own one becomes fiercer. This increased demand drives up the coin's value, making it an even more attractive investment for collectors. But it's not just about the money. Owning a 1973 NO mint-mark $quarter is about being part of an exclusive club. It's about appreciating the artistry and history behind the coin, and it's about the thrill of owning something truly unique. For collectors, this coin is the ultimate prize. If you're thinking about adding a 1973 NO mint-mark $quarter to your collection, now is the time to act. With its value steadily increasing, this coin is a smart investment that will only become more valuable over time. Don't miss your chance to own a piece of numismatic history. In conclusion, the 1973 NO mint-mark USA $quarter is a coin like no other. Its rarity, beauty, and historical significance make it one of the most valuable coins in the world. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin is a must-have for anyone who appreciates the art and history of coinage. So, what are you waiting for? Start your search for the 1973 NO mint-mark $quarter today, and who knows, you might just find the treasure of a lifetime. Remember, in the world of coin collecting, opportunities like this don't come around often. Don't let this one pass you by. Next up, the 1974 USA $quarter. Is it worth a fortune? Should you keep it sealed? Where can you buy or sell it? Stick around, because we're about to reveal everything you need to know about this iconic coin. The 1974 USA $quarter is a piece of American history. Minted during a time of economic change and cultural shifts, this coin carries the legacy of the United States bicentennial era. While it wasn't a special commemorative issue, its connection to the mid-1970s makes it a fascinating collectible for history buffs and coin collectors alike. The 1974 quarter features the iconic profile of George Washington on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan. The reverse showcases the majestic eagle with outstretched wings, a symbol of American strength and freedom. Its classic design makes it a timeless piece in any collection. While millions of 1974 quarters were minted, certain factors can make your coin exceptionally valuable. These include mint marks, condition, and rare errors. For instance, quarters minted in San Francisco, S-mint mark, or those with double dies or striking errors can fetch a premium. One of the most sought-after variations is the 1974 no mint mark quarter. These were minted in Philadelphia and are relatively common, but in pristine, uncirculated condition, they can still hold significant value. If you have one, you might be sitting on a small gold mine. The value of your 1974 quarter heavily depends on its condition. Coins graded MS 65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can command higher prices. If your coin is sealed or has never been circulated, it's worth getting it professionally graded to maximize its value. While most circulated 1974 quarters are worth their face value, uncirculated or rare variants can be worth anywhere from $500 to $1,000 or more. In exceptional cases, error coins, or those in pristine condition, have sold for hundreds of dollars at auctions. The key is to assess your coin's rarity and condition. If you're looking to add this coin to your collection, check out reputable coin dealers, online marketplaces like eBay, or numismatic auctions. Always ensure the seller has a good reputation and provides clear images and descriptions of the coin's condition. Got a 1974 quarter you want to sell? Consider listing it on platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, or even local coin shops. For higher value coins, professional auction houses might be your best bet. Don't forget to highlight its condition and any unique features to attract buyers. If your 1974 quarter is still in its original mint packaging or sealed, it's worth keeping it that way. Sealed coins often fetch higher prices because they're protected from wear and tear. However, if you're curious about its grade, consider getting it professionally appraised without breaking the seal. YouTube has become a hub for coin collectors to share their finds, discuss values, and connect with like-minded enthusiasts. By showcasing your 1974 quarter on your channel, you can attract potential buyers or simply inspire others to start their own collections. To get the most out of your 1974 quarter, focus on preserving its condition. Store it in a protective holder, avoid cleaning it, as this can damage the surface, and consider getting it graded. A high grade can significantly increase its market value. Part of the fun of coin collecting is the thrill of the hunt. Whether you're searching through old coin jars or scouring flea markets, you never know when you'll stumble upon a rare gem like the 1974 quarter. Keep your eyes peeled. Your next big find could be just around the corner. Beyond its monetary value, the 1974 quarter represents a piece of American history. It's a tangible connection to the past, and for many collectors, that sentimental value is priceless. Owning one is like holding a piece of the 1970s in your hand. By sharing your passion for coins on YouTube, you're not just building your own collection, you're inspiring others to start theirs. The 1974 quarter is a great entry point for beginners, offering a mix of affordability and historical significance. As time goes on, the 1974 quarter is likely to become even more collectible. With fewer uncirculated examples available, its value could increase. Holding on to yours might just pay off in the long run. If you're planning to sell your 1974 quarter on YouTube, create a compelling video that highlights its features, history, and condition. Use high-quality visuals, and share your own story of how you acquired it. Authenticity and enthusiasm go a long way in attracting buyers. Your YouTube channel, HD Coin Value, is more than just a platform, it's a community. Engage with your viewers, answer their questions, and share your knowledge. The more you connect with your audience, the more successful your channel will become. At the end of the day, coin collecting is about joy and passion. Whether your 1974 quarter is worth $1,000 or $5,000, the real value lies in the stories it tells and the connections it fosters. Keep collecting, keep sharing, and keep inspiring. The 1974 USA quarter dollar is a coin with a rich history and potential value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, it's a piece worth holding on to. And who knows? Yours might just be the next big find in the numismatic world. Next up, the 1995 P quarter dollar. This isn't just any quarter. This could be your ticket to a small fortune. So, grab your coin jars, sit back, and let's explore why this 1995 P quarter is a must-have for any collector or investor. First off, let's talk about the 1995 P quarter's history. Minted in Philadelphia, this coin is part of the Washington Quarter series, which has been a staple of American currency since 1932. But what makes the 1995 P special? It's not just its age, it's the unique combination of rarity, condition, and demand that sets it apart. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a quarter from the 90s, how valuable can it be? Well, let me tell you, the 1995 P quarter has been making waves in the numismatic world. In pristine, uncirculated condition, this coin can fetch a significant premium. We're talking hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars. One of the key factors that make the 1995 P quarter so valuable is its mint mark. The P stands for Philadelphia, and while millions were minted, finding one in perfect condition is like finding a needle in a haystack. Coins that have never been circulated, with sharp details and no wear, are the ones that command top dollar. Let's talk numbers. A typical circulated 1995 P quarter might only be worth its face value, but an uncirculated one? That's where the magic happens. In MS 65 condition, this quarter can easily sell for $1,000 to $5,000. But wait, it gets better. In higher grades like MS 67 or MS 68, the value skyrockets to $10,000 or more. Now, here's where it gets really exciting. There are rare era versions of the 1995 P quarter that can fetch even higher prices. Coins with double dies, off-center strikes, or other mint errors can be worth thousands of dollars. Imagine finding one of those in your spare change. Speaking of errors, one of the most sought-after varieties is the 1995 P double die obverse. This error occurs when the coin's design is stamped twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect. If you have one of these, you could be looking at a coin worth $50,000 or more. But it's not just about the errors. The 1995 P quarter is also highly collectible because of its place in history. It's a snapshot of the mid-90s, a time when the US economy was booming and coin collecting was becoming more popular. Owning one of these quarters is like owning a piece of that era. Now, let's talk about how to identify a valuable 1995 P quarter. First, check the condition. Look for coins with full luster, sharp details, and no signs of wear. Next, examine the mint mark. The P should be clear and distinct. Finally, look for any errors or unique features that could increase its value. If you think you might have a valuable 1995 P quarter, don't clean it. Cleaning can damage the coin and significantly reduce its value. Instead, store it in a protective holder and consider getting it professionally graded. A high grade from a reputable service like PCGS or NGC can dramatically increase its worth. Let's not forget about the market demand. The 1995 P quarter is highly sought after by both collectors and investors. As more people become aware of its potential value, the demand and the price will only continue to rise. Now is the perfect time to add one to your collection. Here's a fun fact. The 1995 P quarter was part of the last series of Washington quarters to be minted before the state quarters program began in 1999. This makes it a transitional coin, adding to its historical significance and collectability. Another reason to love the 1995 P quarter? It's affordable compared to other rare coins. While some rare coins can cost tens of thousands of dollars, a high-grade 1995 P quarter is within reach for most collectors. It's a great way to start or expand your collection without breaking the bank. Now, let's talk about the future. As time goes on, the number of high-grade 1995 P quarters will only decrease. Coins get lost, damaged, or melted down, making the ones that remain even more valuable. By investing in a 1995 P quarter now, you're not just buying a coin, you're securing a piece of history. Here's a tip for finding one. Check your old coin jars, ask friends and family if they have any quarters from the 90s, and keep an eye out at flea markets or coin shows. You never know where a hidden gem might be waiting. Let's not forget the thrill of the hunt. There's something incredibly exciting about searching through coins and finding one that's worth far more than its face value. It's like a treasure hunt, and the 1995 P quarter could be your buried treasure. Now, let's talk about the potential return on investment. If you buy a high-grade 1995 P quarter today for $5,000, it could easily be worth $10,000 or more in a few years. That's a fantastic return, especially compared to traditional investments like stocks or bonds. Here's another reason to love the 1995 P quarter. It's a tangible asset. Unlike stocks or digital currencies, you can hold this coin in your hand. It's a piece of history, art, and value all rolled into one. And let's be honest, there's something incredibly satisfying about that. Let's talk about the community. Coin collecting is a fantastic hobby that connects people from all walks of life. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1995 P quarter is a great conversation starter and a way to connect with others who share your passion. Finally, let's talk about the legacy. By collecting and preserving coins like the 1995 P quarter, you're helping to keep history alive. These coins tell the story of our nation, and by owning one, you become a part of that story. So, what are you waiting for? Start searching for that 1995 P quarter today. Whether you're a collector, an investor, or just someone who loves a good treasure hunt, this coin has something for everyone. And who knows? The next coin you find could be worth a fortune. Thanks for watching HD Coin Value. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest coin discoveries. And if you have a 1995 P quarter or any other coins you'd like us to feature, leave a comment below. Until next time, happy hunting.